Hello?
Hello. What's your disagreement?
Um, I would say maybe it's a disagreement and a question, at the same time. I
Let's start with
recently saw,
let's start with the
um,
disagreement.
okay. So basically I saw one of your videos about how long should a high value woman wait to give it up to a high value man. And you said that it should be 3 days. So I do disagree with that. So
Hold on,
then,
hold
so
hold
that's
on,
my
hold on, hold on. So let's clear up
okay.
something. How old are you?
Me, I'm 37.
37. How tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
Dress
Well,
size.
5'1 3/4".
that quarter of an inch matters. What's your dress size?
I'm a size 6.
Size 6. How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
I weight about 135, 142. In between there, I range. Last time I went to the doctor, it said 135. So
5'2". A dress size 6, 135. All right. I'll trust you on that. Um, and you're 37. Have you ever been
hmm
married?
no, been single my whole life.
All right. Any children?
No, no children.
When was the last time you had a relationship?
I would say it's been a while. I think it's been probably since 2013. It's been a while.
7 years. And what about the
hmm
last? What about the relationship before that one?
Before that one, '08. Yeah.
So, so since 2008, you've had two relationships. Let's just agree. Let's just accept that. Would you consider? Would you
Well,
class?
one.
Excuse me. One.
Yeah. So one in '08, and then that relationship ended, and then I had a boyfriend in 12. So that was it.
So two.
hmm
All right. Would you classify yourself as a high value woman?
Um, I'm not probably not clear on what you mean by that.
I'm asking you.
I'm not quite certain what the definition of high value woman would be.
Well, you said that the issue you have is that I said that a high value woman should not make a high value man wait for sex longer than 3 dates.
hmm
What's
So
the
I guess then, in my
okay?
mental
So
definition of a high value woman, then I would I would not classify myself as a high value woman.
okay, so why did I say not don't make him wait more than 3 dates?
Well, the reason that you said it was because you said that the high value man was investing into the dates for pretty much, I guess, all 3 dates is what the high value woman would be expecting the high value man to do. But I mean, I wouldn't even put that on just high value women. I
All right,
personally
man.
would put that on
Okay, okay,
anyone.
okay. All right, all right. Hold on. You got that all wrong.
Okay.
You're 37.
Mhm.
That was a 3 hour video. And I repeated why my justification was over a dozen times.
Right.
It ain't what you just said. So let me remind you as a woman, you should not be accepting a date from a man that you are not sexually attracted to, period. That's one date. Don't go out with a man you're not sexually attracted to. Would you agree or disagree?
I agree.
All right. So if you're already sexually attracted to the man, and in today's modern era, you can ask any question, get anything lined up front. You can get any questions you need answered before the first date and during, or before the first date or on the first date. The first date is basically to see whether or not there's some chemistry there after the attraction is there. After date one, you should not go to date two unless you want to sleep with him. Would you agree or disagree?
I would agree.
All right. So you first date, you find him attractive enough to sleep with. That's before the first date. After the first date, you see that there's some chemistry and you want to sleep with him. Then why is it a problem acting on that after the third date as grown people?
Well, the reason why I disagreed with it is because I don't think that the fact of maybe that particular woman has certain values
Ma'am. I asked you before you tell me why you disagree. Can you answer my question?
Okay.
You don't go out with a man that you don't find attractive enough to have sex with. And then don't accept the second date if you would not have sex with him or want to have sex with him. So after the third date, why not just act on that? If you already are attracted to him and you know you want to have sex with him, why not? And you're saying don't act on it because of her values?
Yeah.
What values are we talking? What values are we talking about?
Like her self pride, her dignity.
That's not no. Those aren't values. Those aren't values. Values are like Christianity, religion, values. And I'm assuming I'm dealing with grown people and we aren't virgins.
I mean, okay, but then what if? I mean, she just maybe wants to just, like keep her body count down. She doesn't want to seem like she's so easy.
Okay, all right, okay. Then don't go on the dates. See, that's how it used to work, man. Hold on, man. See, that's how it used to work. See, women used to understand you don't accept anything from a man because the man's going to want something in return. But women like you think you should just be able to go out with a man. He spends his money and he's investing all this other kind of stuff, and you're playing games. You're 37 years old. And even with your lack of relationship experience, you know damn well this is true. If you want to keep your body count low, get married. But don't go out with men that you don't want to do anything with. And if you don't want to don't accept. He asks you out. No, thank you. Let's go out to dinner. No, thank you. What's so hard with saying no? What's so hard with saying, nope, I don't want to have sex with you. We're in that third date area. No, thank you. After the first date, you know what's coming. So here's a better question. Let's rewind. How many dates do you think it should take, or how many months before you have sex with a man? How long should you make a special guy wait?
A special guy that is definitely investing in your time and shows interest.
I
think that I personally would wait around 3 to 4 months before. Right.
Which is why you have nobody. I'm gonna tell you. I'm just be honest. That's why you have nobody. That's why you have nobody, and you have had really no relationship experience. So you need to listen to what I'm saying because you're not winning. You're losing. Let's just put the rubber on the road. 2008 was 12 years ago. You're losing. What are you saving yourself for? What are you talking about? Why don't you just go ahead and admit it? I'm afraid. There's fear motivating this.
No, I'm not afraid of anything.
Yeah, you are. You're afraid of it not working. Tell me I'm wrong.
Well, maybe in some ways, In some
Exactly.
ways,
That's and I said,
when you
and
start
that's it.
to,
You're afraid of it not working. And you know why? Because you know you're not cut out for a relationship. So when he finds out that something's wrong with you, you're emotionally awkward, you're not really fit for a relationship, he'll leave you. Then you'll feel like you got used. Well, then fix the thing that's wrong with you. But don't be sitting around thinking you're going to make a grown damn man wait 90 days and take you out week after 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 week. Because guess what?
well, I wouldn't
Because
make
guess
him
what,
pay for
Deanne?
all the dates.
Deanne, guess
I
what?
wouldn't do that.
Deanne, guess what? After 12 dates, he could still leave. Are you going to, what difference is it going to make? He's going to leave after 1 or 12.
Yeah, that's true.
So what you just said is what you've just proven is what you saying makes no sense. You're talking out of fear. So you can disagree, but you're not disagreeing with me. Your issue is you can't keep a man.
Okay.
Well, because everything that I said, ma'am, you said you agree with. Don't go out with a man that you don't find at least attractive enough that you would have sex with him. That's just the baseline for date one. After date one, you should not go out with the man that you would not have sex with. That means it's either an up or down vote. Because men don't want to be played, ma'am. We don't want to be, you seem like you don't want to run your body count up, but you got no problem running his credit cards up and wasting his time. How about this? If
No,
you want
I
to,
would.
how about this then? How about this, Deanne? Let's do it your way. You go out for 3 months before you have sex. All right, here's how we do that. You pay for every date until after we have sex. Then he starts paying.
I'll pay
And
for
we
half the date.
no. See. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You see what I'm saying? Money tells the truth. Money tells the truth. She's willing to go Dutch, but she's not willing to invest in a man that she even says is special. This is why you are losing.
Well,
Your
he's not
mentality.
investing all his money.
Well,
I
see, but
wouldn't, because then I would feel like I would be using them, and I'm not a
excuse me,
person like that. So
excuse me. Say that again. You wouldn't want to do what?
I wouldn't want him to pay for all of the dates because then I would feel guilty, like I would be using him.
Right. But that's how it goes. Men typically pay. See, you just showed exactly the logic I laid out. And you ladies want all the benefit, none of the risk. You want guarantees, and relationships are risks. Understand something. They're risks. And you want the man to take his time and his money to try to get you over some mark 12 dates into it that you already agreed was surpassed on date one. You're too grown to be acting this way, ma'am. You're almost 40 years old and you sound like a 14-year-old. You already said he's attractive enough to have sex with. You've agreed with me. So I don't
Well,
see the
I
issue.
personally,
Well,
I
and honestly,
personally would not be using
and honestly,
him and
man,
thinking him about it
but ma'am,
financially.
but
I would
honestly,
be
ma'am, but let's
using
be
him.
honest. Let's be honest, ma'am. This is really not even something you should be worried about. You ain't dating. I mean, I've entertained this, ma'am. But to be perfectly honest, you ain't dating. Ain't nobody trying to date you, right?
Well, I'm not looking either, and
It
I'm
doesn't.
not.
So why does it matter? That's the point. I mean, I entertained it because it's a disagreement, but you ain't really. You don't sound like a woman that knows what a relationship is. You ain't been with nobody in years. So why are you even on these spaces? You ain't got a dog in this fight. Matter of fact,
Well,
what kind of dog do you
feel
have?
like.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. What?
It doesn't matter, ma'am. You okay? All right. You come into my restaurant and you want to tell me how to cook a steak. and how a steak should be cooked and where I should get my beef from and how I should season it, such and so forth. Then when I ask you, would you like to order a steak? You say, no, I'm a vegetarian. Why would you care what's going on in the steakhouse? You are not dating. You are not on the dating market. And we both know, I know from this conversation, you have not really had a dating life. This is an intellect. This is something to get your emotions involved because your life is empty. And that's what I need you ladies to start focusing on. This is not helpful. Why you can't get into a relationship with a human male to where you could fulfill your life and have something there to where you could pour your energy and efforts and emotions and emotional content into, versus a guy on YouTube talking about something that has nothing to do with your life at almost 40. This is not healthy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand exactly what you're saying. I really wasn't even looking at the financial aspect of it. I was
Okay, I don't care about the
really just,
financial, ma'am. I don't. Okay, how about the you aspect, ma'am? You're not dating. Why does this matter to you?
it reminds me because I just felt like it was more involved with going to have sex with someone
You're
other than
almost
financial.
40 years old and you're worried about who somebody may have sex with on a date, and you ain't dated in years. Okay, in all honesty, ma'am, let's do this. Um, do you live in your own place?
Yes.
All right. Do you live with anybody?
No.
Do you own any pets?
No.
Why have you not had a man, a boyfriend, a male suitor in years?
Well, I just in all honesty, I wasn't really ready for any type of relationship in in that time frame. I just was not necessarily just focusing on me, but more or less it was a bad situation that I was in before, so I couldn't focus on being in any type of relationship.
Okay. Did you go and what did your therapist say?
No, I haven't had any therapy.
Oh, wait a minute. You're telling me the reason you don't have a man is because this whole I was focusing on me is just another bullshit placeholder that you women say to not deal with the feeling. And then you go back to, well, I can't get a relationship. I'm not ready for one because of the trauma I had from a previous situation. And when I ask you what therapist you're working with to address the trauma, you tell me you don't have one. So you're your own this is you need a therapy, man. Because okay, ma'am, this is not normal. At almost 40 years old, I feel like I'm talking to a young lady in college or high school. And really, that's the extent of your relationships. Whatever happened is not my concern. The fact of the matter is, you got all this emotional investment in an activity that you're not even participating in. You're a femcel, a female incel. And just like male incels, you get all worked up because you're not having any outlet. You need human contact. You need relationship. Life is about people. And you're just sitting over there living by yourself until you die. Please get some help. Seriously. Because you're not supposed, human beings are not supposed to be alone, ma'am. Especially not human females.
Well, full disclosure, I really just recently moved on my own. I had been living at home with my
I know,
mother
I
for
know, I know. That's why I asked. I know. So think about this, Deanne. I must know something because I can talk to you like I know you. I'm not saying things that I'm saying to hurt women. It's not where it's coming from. I wouldn't have 5,000 people in here every night if I'm saying stuff to hurt people. I know you lived at home with your mother. I know there are things, but that's not normal. So you either get on with the process of living or you get on with the process of dying. But worrying about this 3 dates and this other kind of stuff is just a placebo for what's missing in your life, and that's human contact. Can you book an appointment with a therapist next week? They do first consultations free. Get online, look for mental health or life coach or something like that in your area. Just personal life coach, comma, wherever you are, and look on the first page. Most people offer an initial consultation, whether phone or in person, free. Wouldn't cost you nothing. Can you do that?
Yeah.
All right, let me know what happens. Send me an
Yeah, I can do
email.
that.
Let me know what happens. I want to know when your appointment is, all right? You have to tell me about what
Okay.
happens. I just want to know that you booked it.
Okay.
All right, sis. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Hello, Zoe.
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
I am good. What's your disagreement? You got a disagreement? Go ahead.
I don't know if I have a disagreement. My thing is that I have a lot of dogs, and
Uh-oh.
yeah, I'm not a PhD, but I am a swirler.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I
Well,
you said
let's start with one. How
okay.
many dogs do you have? How many
So I
dogs do
have
you
a
have?
pet sitting business.
Huh?
Um, I have a pet sitting business. It's like
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I
And you
have
say you're a swirler. Uh,
yeah.
what made you decide? I mean, and I'm not and cool. I'm cool with that. What made you decide to swirl?
Um. Well, I was raised like I live in California, and where I'm at, it's just very diverse. So I didn't.
Right.
Yeah, I wasn't raised to like go just after black men, but
Cool.
I'm attracted to black men. I love black men. That's why I'm here. Like, more
Cool.
power to you. Thank you for doing everything that you do. But like, I just can't find one.
Well, here's the thing. I'm fine with that. I think you should make yourself available to the best people out there. It's just that I think if we're being honest, that there are some women who call themselves swirlers who don't have your same attitude regarding black men.
Right.
They, all right, and a lot of them seem to find their way over here, and I don't know why because I wish them no ill will, and I'm like, do you, boo? But
Yeah. No, I
anyway,
feel you. Like, I listen to everything you say. It applies to both black men and white men, Hispanic men, everybody.
right.
Like, so thank you for everything that you do.
So the issue that you might have is because I do make the joke about dogs. I got to do this broadcast because I keep getting emails from guys talking about, please talk about these dogs because they are Zoe. Between me and you, these dogs are messing up a lot of potential relationships, and I don't think women see it
I
because.
think
Go
it
ahead.
it messes up black relationships, but if black okay, so I think the thing is with my family and my career path, like I try to encourage a new modern way of pet ownership. And
Okay.
so, for me, dogs sleep in the house, they get fed fresh
Oh.
food. Yeah. I mean they even sleep in the bed sometimes, like
Oh, hold on. Okay, so all right.
but
Basically, what you're saying is you have a child.
a few.
Okay, so all right. Imagine this. How many you got a few kids. So that means you're a baby mama. And you understand how being a baby mama affects you on the open dating market.
Yes, definitely.
I'm gonna tell you right now, these Tom Ford suits and my fragrance and your dog in that bed ain't gonna work.
I
I've
know.
done it before, and I'm gonna tell you. And here's the thing: I'm from Oklahoma. I had pets all my life. I love birds more than anything else. But I had dogs every year up until I went to college. But I stopped because I knew I was going to live a life to where I could not be responsible for an infant. I mean,
Mhm.
a kid.
Yeah.
So have
Yeah.
you? First off, give me your disagreement, then we can talk about the pets in a minute. What's your disagreement or what's your issue?
The thing is that, like, for me, the dogs tend to get me the most attention. Like when I'm out, especially if I'm wearing a dress and heels and I got these big dogs, like guys are walking up to me like, "Hi," but
Yeah, right.
yeah, so it kind of like works out. But then
But is
I
it
think,
getting you a man?
I'm sorry.
But is it getting you you get attention, but is it getting you a long-term relationship husband? Is it working that direction?
Well, to be honest, I just started watching you like in March. And so
Okay.
before then, I was not marriage minded at all. Like
Oh,
you
okay.
changed my life a lot. I
All
started
right.
wearing dresses and heels and all of that. So I
Good.
can't even say that that it was the dogs that are preventing me. I think it was me that was preventing me just because I used to wear my hair in a bun and
Right. Well,
sweats and
here's what I need. Here's what I need you ladies to understand about dogs, because I go back and forth with a friend of mine because she has a dog, and the thing is, when I made these statements of the relationships are down. We know that. We even though marriage filings are up, that's a recent thing. Human beings are not meant to be living alone in cities. 50, 70 years ago, after age 25, you'd have been married, right? 50 or 75 years ago, we'd all been married after age 25.
a couple
But
kids.
now you got a bunch of people out of college, out of high school, living in cities, apartments or homes or townhomes or condos. And those places get empty when you're going back and forth. So dogs become company. And that's cool because when you're sitting there watching your movie, your dog is there. And that's a relationship. But guess what? I'm going to say something and I want you to listen to what I'm about to say. Don't think of it in a sexual term, but think what I'm about to say. The dog takes the place of a man. It's no different than, women have sex toys. But people will, there's a popular line of thinking that says overuse of sex toys can reduce cravings or stimulation for a human being. Same thing with guys. That's why this whole thing called no fap is a part of it. Too much, self love reduces the urge to be with one another.
But if
So
I
go
add
ahead.
to that, dogs kind of help with that too. For me, honestly, I think I
They,
love too much. Like I give a lot of attention. I'm not needy, but like I got a need to like love something. So
I got it. I got it. So the dog is a placeholder.
I mean, the dog. I mean, both of my dogs I had with my ex. So it was like our kid.
Thank you. Okay. All right. There we go. That's another thing. Ladies, if beware of guys that buy your dog. I was telling a friend this. Guys can be smooth. The guys will give a woman a dog. It's the best cock blocker. Did you guys buy the dog together?
So he surprised me with the first one, and then
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
the second one,
Woo!
I wanted one, so he said that we could get it.
I knew it. I
Yeah.
knew it. Woo! Godfather's on a fucking roll. I knew this shit. Because, Zoe,
I know.
that's surprising you with a baby. Hey, guess what? Zoe, I'm going to give you this dog. So when I go over here, Fido can make sure you ain't going on no impromptu dates because you got to get back and walk the dog and this and that. And then, I'm laughing because I just got a text message and I'm like, this is what happens though. And then it's like a relationship. It's like when you break up, hey, you mad at me? Well, I need to come see the dog, I know you mad at me, but I need to, I need to see my boy.
Yeah.
It's a bond. And then when the relationship is over, he's gone. You look at the dog, you remember the memories. Lady, do you wear men that drop dogs on you? Dropping dogs on people it is a best cock blocker. So now you got dog one, you got dog two, right? And that takes up the space to love somebody. Got it. You meet a guy out walking and he sees you in your skirt and your heels and everything else. How you gonna date him when you got to get back and take those dogs out and everything else like that? You got to manage that. He wants to take you out for a weekend. What you gonna do?
Well, I have a pet
Remember the memories?
I do get to, I mean, I get a lot of help, you know, with my family,
Okay.
with my friends. Luckily, I have really good dogs, so people are always happy to take my dogs.
Right.
Um,
But the thing is, I know you can do it, but the thing is, I'm saying it has to be done.
yes, you're right. I know
All
I
right. I know. So I decide I want to. So let's say you and I are dating, and
uh
let's just say, you know, shit, you're looking kind of right. I want to slide by there. Uh, we're going to the bedroom. What's gonna be at the door?
I separate my dogs.
But they can hear their mama in there moaning and groaning. They start making noise. I
Luckily,
mean,
I mean that's why we gotta train them, and that's my thing. Is
baby
like,
girl, but okay. I have had a dog lick my ass in mid stroke.
God, and
I'm like,
that's
what the fuck? Are you kidding me? I'm going to town. The next thing I know, I'm like, oh no, this is not cool.
it's
Messed
not.
up the whole vibe.
It's
I'm gonna have
not
you
at
back
all
on my dog show. I'm gonna have you back on my dog show because
for sure.
I got women mad at me about these dogs, but we got to talk about it because
You
I
do.
get it. You're in the city by yourself. You need something to love. And da-da-da. Here's the thing: it would be better if, as a couple, if you bought a dog together versus getting it this way because it is like a kid.
Yeah.
And that's how men think of it. We think of it completely different. But yeah, I'm gonna have you back on the show. When you
Okay.
commit to coming back to my dog show, Dog Walker.
Absolutely. Yes, I watch your show every single night. I swear, like
All right.
every
Well,
single night.
get your swirl on, sis.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Bye bye. And it's like I said, I don't have any problem with the swirlers. Just the ones that don't like me. I don't know what's going on. And you stop that. She gone, man. All right.
That brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. More respect on Kevin Samuels, the legend. He was fantastic, super helpful, right? Those that often come after him talking about he hate black women and all that. I hope you all are dropping your comments in the comment section, whether or not this is hate or this is all love, right? I mean, how do people often miss these and end up concluding he hate black women? It's never it's not even the case. That's not the motive of Kevin Samuels' videos. His videos is just to teach black women that, okay, this is how men think, right? This is how they think. So if you are looking for a man to marry you, this is what it's all about. And that to me should be seen as a cheat code. Because let's be honest, men are foreign to women. If we are being honest, we are foreign to women any day, anytime. I mean, they just don't know who we are. So if you have someone that has started explaining who men are, what they think, right? And you call that misogyny, I think you're dumb. Because I said this in one of the videos that I just posted, right? I said this, that the reason why oftentimes these women come into these spaces to have these type of conversations is the fact that they have empty lifestyle, they're miserable behind closet, right? They just, I mean, when they are just by themselves inside their rooms, they're crying, they're doing all this kind of nasty stuff that tells you that they're miserable, right? But when they come online, they try to portray a certain image that makes it look like they kind of enjoying whatever that they in, whatever struggle that they currently in, which shouldn't be the case. I think those women are more damaging to their mouth. Majority of women, let me just put it that way, basically. Because when you know this thing doesn't work, right? This thing, it doesn't work. It is life of misery. And you come out to make it look like, oh, it's okay to just, be single or something like that, which in reality, it really is not. You wanted relationship, but you are unable to get it because you are emotionally unfit. Look at how Kevin Samuels is able to dissect these ladies and just break everything down easily like that. Okay? And the way she's speaking, it's almost like she's somewhere between 18 to 25 or something like that. You're 37 and you're single and no man is in for you, and you come to make this argument. And like I said, I thought of it that probably, she is someone that is really in the dating scene, and kind of like hate what Kevin Samuels preach about. Women should not waste men time, right? And they all turn out being, she's just another lazy woman that is just always indoors, that put herself in the right places. 37. I mean, you just don't go to bed and wake up being 37 years old as a lady. No. From 18 to 37, that's every bit of around roughly 19 years. And you've not been able to get yourself a husband. And you think coming on these type of places to have this type of conversation is going to help you? Or, I mean, those kind of conversation or arguments should be made by women that are way younger, right? Women that are in probably, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, probably their max should be 20, 27. But you 37, come on, a decade more. And let's have a conversation about this dog thing that Kevin Samuels was speaking about. It was kind of funny, hilarious conversation, but I think it is something that Black women have to take serious. And he's telling you that oftentimes men don't like women with dogs, and it's almost like it's a shocker. But I think the good thing about this lady that called in about the dog is the fact that she has an open mindset and she's willing to accept new information, and she's more pragmatic. I think I will guess that's who she is, because the way the conversation went, I think, if you're a man and you go mad for what this lady said in this video or whatever she shared with Kevin Samuels in this video, I think probably, you just have problem with women. Though she lack education about who men are and how they think about dogs and women and all that. I don't think she was rude. I just thought of it as someone that don't know and came in from a place of I want to learn, I want to know, instead of coming in to argue. The 3-day rule that we talk about, women understand that it's just game that they play, right? They understand that they're playing games, because if you are not playing game, let's just assume that the first one, just probably you can meet someone and you will not be attracted to the person later on, right? But if you tell me you have to go like 3 days with that person before you can determine whether or not you want to be with this person, I'm sorry, you got a big problem. You just understand that it's totally game and I'm just into finesse this dude, and it's just not fair. It's just not a good thing. And when Kevin Samuels reversed the rule, saying that, okay, then you should pay for whatever you spend out there, and when you're comfortable having sex with the man, then the man will take over. Then she's like, oh no, each and everyone should be able to pay for his or her spendings. So women, you have to understand these things about men. Men don't go out because they just want to go out and sit there and buy food, pay for their own, and you pay for your own, and they just out there. When he go out with you, he's just out with you thinking of it, okay, if I'm able to do what I'm supposed to do for this lady on this day, probably I'm gonna get a piece of ass. And you thinking of it that no, he has to. No. Men look at these things differently. So if you think of paying for your own meal and all that, then why go out with a man? You can just simply go to a restaurant and buy yourself a food, sit down there and just listen to some music or something like that. Men are tired of just sitting down to waste our time and have unnecessary conversation with you and ended up, our time being wasted. It's just bullshit. And women wouldn't understand this, but for men, come on. we know it's just waste of time and it's just another old BS, and men are not signing up for that again. And as we speak right now, men are not even going on a date with women that much again. That's just the truth. On the West here, no, they don't. Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed the content, like the video, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe. Catch you in the next one. I'm out here, gentlemen. Peace.